everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage, back with you again for another couple pieces of ephemera for our sewing journal. So I hope you'll join along with me. Welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome back to all my current subscribers who have been with me for a long time or a short time. Welcome everyone. I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so today I am making a pocket with a tag, and the pattern I got for these are from Angela Kerr Designs on angelakerrdesigns.com. It's her templates that I use a lot for my different projects, so that's where these came from. I have them all cut out. I have pieces together that I want to use for it. I also have some stencils out, Tim Holtz and Finnabair stencils that I want to use in my journal, and I will be using probably this one and this one for today's projects. This is backwards. There you go. These are from Stampers Anonymous, if you're not familiar. I got them off of Amazon. You can also get them on Simon Says Stamp. They have all the Tim Holtz items there. Okay, so what I want to use for the stencils are is some ink that I forgot to grab out. So let me grab that and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. For these two projects today, I wanted to use my Victorian Velvet Distress Oxide. So that is what we will do. And I need to get another pouncer out. Oops. And what I've done with all my inks is I have put a pouncer on the bottom and just Velcroed it here with a little dot. And this sticks anyway to your pouncer. So I just put it on the bottom, and then I have done this on the outside. So if I want a light pink or whatever, I just grab that, and this is the one I want. So that's how I have done that system for myself. Otherwise, if I just put these pads in the drawer, it's like I have no clue which one that is and which one to pick out. So this is coffee dyed scrapbook paper that I've coffee dyed a long time ago, and I am going to use, I think I decided on this one, so I'm going to do the center first. I should use my brush actually, so let me get my brush and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Kind of a tough morning, I guess. Not really ready. Okay, so here's my makeup brush. I have different sizes, all the way from paddle to down to little teeny tiny, but this is one that I've used for this particular color. And it's a whole lot easier, and I don't want it super dark all over, just kind of fading in and out, I guess is what you want to call it. So it'll come out like that, which is perfect. Dark spots, light spots, fading in and out is what I want it to do. So how is everybody? It's good to be back on a schedule. I will be doing some fun projects for this sewing journal. I have some product coming in today that I want to play with that I saw on Crafty Cat lately, and yeah, so I am going to be showing you and be playing with that for items in this journal. It's gonna be fun. Hope you join me for all that. And let's see here. I'm just going to put it right about there to the edge of the paper and finish it out. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so let's do the sides also. And I figured I could do it this way and get most of it on the fold out parts. I'm having fun. Oh, isn't that pretty? That turned out great. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I've been having a good time planning out various projects for this journal. I haven't done a full journal for a long time. So we'll have our fun together. Okay, there we go. Oh, isn't that just so pretty? Okay, I'm just going to put this aside for now, and we will work on this particular project. Okay, I have a tag with it that I have put on cardboard. I haven't backed it on anything else yet. I thought I could do that later, but then again, I may want to do it right now. Let's see, let's get all this stuff out the way here. I didn't want anything super dark on the back, so yeah, I think I'll just wait on that. I can always add it. Okay, on the front of this, I want to, and this will be going straight down into the journal on the page, and it fits the page just fine, because this is, let's measure it out for you. The height of it is 8. The height of my pages is 8.5, so it'll be just fine. And of course, width-wise, it is no issue at all. So I want to put, okay, the items I want for the tag I'll put over there. I found this vintage lace in a roll when we went to our son and daughter-in-law's house this summer at a yard sale. And I got it for like 50 cents or a quarter or something like that, and it's got like 13 yards on it. Yeah, I was a happy camper when I found that, because I thought, oh my gosh, that is the perfect color for what I am using, will be using. Come on, baby. So yeah, oh my goodness sake, now you decide to give me fusses when you haven't been fussing with me at all since I put you in the bottle. So let's try this again. There we go. Okay, just a little bit there, and I thought I would just bring it down. I will be putting eyelets on the two corners here. Yeah, let me get a paper towel. I thought I was prepared for this video. My goodness gracious. You get to see the real deal here. Oh my. Yep. That is life, right? Life in the craft room. Okay. Fabric scissors. Let's cut that. Okay. And then we'll go down the other side. Get it the other direction here would be helpful. Okay, here. All right. Bubble. Alrighty. So how's everybody doing? I hope all of you are staying well. I still have just a slight cough, but it is much, much better than it was. Much, much better. That stuff is not fun, I'll tell you. My husband is older than me, and he got over it really fast. Not me. Nope. Gotta be different. All right. I think I will cut it right there. And get this put down. This way, this could be drying while we're working on the tag. That goes in it. This is like a belly band type deal, but with a closure on it. A little bit different than what I have shown you before. But yeah, I got the templates over on Angela Kerr Designs, and she has templates 2, something like that. She's got envelopes and belly band and these and all kinds of stuff there. So you gotta check that out. Let's see, oh, this is straight, okay. And that's the right side. Okay. Get this put down. Yeah, next Monday is going to be a fun day for a project for this journal. I think you will enjoy it. I hope you do. Okay, let's trim this down. All right, there we are. Now let's let that dry. Like I said, I will be putting eyelets in here and here, and be tying it with some of the trim that I used on the outside of the journal for the lacing up. So while that is drying, let's hit this, okay? And let's clean that off, put that on, set it aside. And I do want to ink it on the edges. It's not showing up very good, so let me use my scorched timber. I'm wearing my bathrobe because it's still early. And my sleeves are getting in the way. Okay, there we go. Now we can go to town on this. Like I said, I'll probably cover the back later. You know, do it with something lighter, probably tea-dyed paper or something like that. Because although this isn't going to be, well, it'll be a little bit grungy, but more on the feminine side. So, yeah. Okay, there's that. Now the rest of it I can ink with my vintage photo. And let me move you out the way. Move you out the way. I get myself boxed in, and then I go crazy. Okay, Here is a ruffle that I did with sewing instructions and some lace, and just stitched it down the center. So, and it's already inked, pardon me. And so I will use that, and I'm going to use my Fabrifix glue for this as well. It'll hold it quite a bit better, especially with the stitching down the center. Okay, there's that. And I do have it right side up. Alright, very good. Alright, so there we are there. And I had this young lady that I wanted to put down also. Actually, I can go over. But I want to rough up the edges here with my Tim Holtz Distresser tool. And get that roughed up. Okay. And then we can ink it. And I'm doing it with Vintage Photo. That's what I've been using predominantly. Just depends on, you know, if the product or if the piece is darker, then I will use my Scorched Timber, but there's not very much Scorched Timber used in this journal, just here and there. Some wrinkles here and there. And let me get this mess cleared off. Okay, it's quite early this morning, and my husband is up and around, and so I told him, I said, I'm going to be doing a video. He goes, no, go ahead. Do whatever you want to do. He's such a sweet man. He had his birthday on Monday. He turned 84. Oh my goodness. 84. It's hard to believe. We're going to be married 39 years this year. It's another marriage for both of us. That'll be in March. 39 years. My sister, the Crafting Auntie, and her husband were married 50 years last November. 50. It just blows my mind. I remember when they first started dating. Holy cow. Like it was yesterday. And and same with my husband and I. I remember when we first started dating, which seems like yesterday. Ugh, crazy. Okay, I thought I would add this too, so I think I'll just go ahead and ink it up, and then I'll get it figured out. But I do want to put, I'm just going to put a hole there for now, because if I want to back it, I'm sorry for the arm. I need to back it first. And I'll probably just end up doing that anyway, guys. In fact, I'm going to get some tea-dyed paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I decided to use some of this manila construction paper, like kids crafting drawing paper. Kind of has a texture to it. And I think I will just get this glued down now so we can move along with things. How about that? Yeah, I think so. because I don't want to have to come back and do this without you guys, so you get to watch me glue. Isn't that just the most fun thing in the world? I know you're bored. Okay, let's just plonk you down on this corner here and put you right there. Here we are. Flip you over. And spread it out good. Here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I feel better now. Easy peasy. All right, let's get it cut without glue getting on my scissors. I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so now I can just ink it on the back and continue on with what I want to do. And get underneath that ruffle there. I don't want to cut the ruffle. Okay. Let me put that aside. There we go. And I think I'll round the corners too. I'm just kind of doing some of this on the fly, so you get to see the real deal. There's that. And then let's put the hole in like I want to. There we go. Now let's ink. And actually I've already inked that edge, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on the back here. And let's do some here. Okay. And I'm using my vintage photo on the back because it is much lighter. So, yeah. So are you guys following along? Are you just sipping coffee and watching, or have you tried any of the ideas or anything that you've seen so far, which hasn't been too many, but okay, let's get a bit here and there. Okay. All right. Now let's get our hardware in before I forget. Get that done. And I'm using the same type of hardware that is on the cover, the brushed gold eyelets. Okay, so we got that part done. All right, I'm going to set that over there. And then I have some coffee dyed muslin that I've had for eons. It's been done for eons, that I thought I would just stick some on here like this. And I've just torn it, left the strings, except for the real loose ones. So I want to do that. I don't know if I want that one. I think I want this one. And you're seeing it all as I think of what to do. I had not planned out how this was going to go on here like I've done before. But I think I will do this one here, and then do these little labels. These are Tim Holtz not snippets, well, maybe it is. I don't recall. But then I do want a word on here. So maybe I will use this on another project and use this up here. Yeah, I think I like that better. I do. Okay, I'm going to use my art glitter glue in this little bottle, same as what is in my bigger bottle, but this is easier for me to just grab and do. It doesn't take a lot of room on my table. Okay, let's kind of slip it under there, and like that. There we are. But I do need to, I think I'm going to use my small glue stick, my Uhu glue stick here for the fabric. Come on up there. It's getting low. Getting low. Okay. And this is how I did my cover of the journal. Like I mentioned, I used glue stick on the fabric and then I pressed it when it was dry. And it worked quite well. I'm not going to press this one because it is going to be glued anyway with Fabrifix with the paper, with the picture. So let me get this one on over here. You see where I want to put that. Okay, I'm going to leave her there so I don't lose my place. Get these strings out of here and glue it down. Hello. Okay, and right about here is where that will go. There we go. Okay, so Fabrifix on this picture, and then we will be able to hold that fabric down. Okay, I'll go over the ruffle a little bit in there. Get my strings off of my fingers. All right, press it really good. Here we are. And then this little cluster here, I think I will put him right there. This is fun. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and if you haven't subscribed and you like my videos, I'd appreciate it if you give me a big fat thumbs up and subscribe. I'm just going to keep using this. Okay. Here. And then this one here. And the videos for this particular project does have a its own file on YouTube. So you just look for Sewing Journal, and all these projects will be in there. There we go. There's our ruffle. There's our lady. Okay, and I wanted to, oh, here we go. Oh, that's for that. Oh, we got to put our hardware on since I believe this is dry enough. So, let's get our big guy out here and bring it in a bit to about there. And I know I have to cut the fabric. And get my fabric scissors here and just kind of clip it out a little bit. And there's that hole there. Yeah, there we go, right there. And let's do the other side. It's kind of tough getting through the lace, but I just clip what has been cut here a little bit. And get the paper out, and you can see your holes there. Okay, let me get this glue out of my way. And get it wiped off there. Get this glue closed up. Yike. Okay. And let's get these put in here. Get it right side here. The right side up would be nice. Okay. Put it in and smush. There we go. Beautiful. Yep, yep, yep. Here. Let's see. Come on, baby. Just cooperate. That's all you gotta do is cooperate with me. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is not even. Oh well. Let's see. Let me see if I can't just shimmy it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Ooh. All right. Now I want to tie this here and here. Thought it was doing it even when I was, you know, the points, but I obviously not. Oh well. Oh well, it's handmade. Okay, here we go. And here we are there. And then I like to use my pinking shears for the ends so they don't unravel a lot. I found that even cutting it on an angle on the ends may unravel a bit. So there we go. And so this will just fit in here like that. Isn't that pretty? You can bring it up, you can put it down all the way. It still sticks out a little bit, and I will be putting some kind of ribbon. In fact, I have the ribbon out. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. Okay, so let me get this. This is just plain old satin ribbon. Gosh, I think I got it at Joann's a long time ago. Long time ago. And it's just been sitting in my drawer. I don't know if I want to do a bow or if I want to let me get it out here, or if I just want to, I kind of like the bow idea, and it'll kind of match the the other part of it. Okay, let me do that. And then let's do a bow. Hopefully it will work out. Okay, let's shorten that a bit. I always end up doing them upside down and sideways and everything else. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to cut this just there and just a little bit off of this side. There. There we are. Cool. And let's put her back in. Now, like I said, this will be glued down onto a page. Isn't that pretty? I just absolutely love that. It came out so pretty. All the fussing and carrying on I had to do. Sorry, guys. Ooh-wee. Okay, that was a long time coming, wasn't it? Jeez. Hopefully this one will be a little bit easier. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the next one is going to be pockets inside. There'll be layered pockets like that. And this will go on here. This is a wax seal and picture that I did on fabric and music paper a couple years ago, I think. Something like that. And this is just the little tag for it. It's just a decoration item. It's not anything that needs to be, you know, fancy or anything like that. So I've already inked these. I've inked this. Wow, I was smart. And these music pieces are an overlay for the outside of this. So let's go ahead and get that put down first. This is old music paper that I have in my stash. I've gotten all kinds of places. Most of it I had gotten from a clean out that my son did for his real dad after he had passed, and it was his mom's. So my sister and I found a whole bunch of it, and we split it up to use. And so that's been some years back, and we're still using on it. She had a lot because she played the piano a lot many years ago, and had all kinds of music and notes in it and stuff. So I have the writing and everything. And when I first got it, I thought, oh no, I got writing on it. But then when I started getting more into the vintage side of crafting, I thought, oh, why not? Okay, so this should be right side up when I turn it back around, which it will be. Okay, you just have to, and this doesn't fit exactly perfect, but it's good enough for me. So there you go. Now, this time I'm going to mark where my holes will be going, because I do want to tie this kind of together too. And being right here, I can see better. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do them right now. Get those over with. And let me push this down just a speck. Just a speck, so I can get into where I really want to be. Okay, there we are. Right there. Oh, that's a small one. I want the big one. Dang it. No wonder I couldn't see it very well. My word. Okay. There we go. That's okay. It's just fine. Put it down a little bit. Come on. There we go. All right. I'm trying to make this so you're not here for 15 hours while I fuss with my tool here. I'm going to go ahead and put these on because they will be going on anyway, and everything's all inked and ready to go. So we are set for that. And again, it's the brushed gold. There we go. And I like to, I'm trying to keep it all, you know, cohesive within the journal. All right, there we go. There's the right side up there. Okay, we got that done. Now I want to get the pockets put in there, and they're just pockets for whatever. Nothing, any particular thing or anything like that. And because they are darker, I am going to use my scorched timber so they can be seen. Okay. I was going to put some roughly stuff on the outside. I don't know if I will. It'll probably be on the ends here. I think that's what I was thinking originally. So I will get that on next. That's right side up. And this paper here that I'm using for this project is from Stamperia Pearls and Lace, I believe. I've had it for a few years or more. I think more than a few years. It's been a while. Been several years since my sister and I were able to go to the scrapbook convention type thing there in Ontario, California, not far from where she lives. So yeah, that's where these are from. Okay, so let's get these on the edges and on the bottom. I don't want to glue it here, so I'm doing the edge. Just a thin bead here, and a thin bead here, and there's not going to be anything bulky and troublesome going in here, so hold still. Okay, there's that. So, you know, these can go in there like that. Anything can go in there. Anything. All right, and I pulled this out, and I will ink it up as a decoration to go on the pocket. It's a rusty number. I think this is from Crafty Cat USA on Etsy. I'm using all kinds of, the bulk of the papers in the journal are from Artful Era Gallery, but I am also using things that I have on hand. So I'm combining. Okay, there's a little rusty 6 there. Oh. Okay. Now here, I'm going to get this out of the way because it's got, obviously got some glue on it. I don't want any glue on it. Okay. Now, this will fit right in there. And I'm going to bring it up from the bottom just a pinch, just so I don't glue. And I think I'll use this back piece as a pocket too. I could just glue it down, but I want 2 pockets here, and that's mainly what this is for. So I'll do the edges in the bottom, and I won't glue where my thumb is. Put this down just almost to the bottom, but not quite. That's just how I want to do it. That's just how it is. Okay, and then this closes up here. All right, then this little guy here is just a little something something tag to put in. So it's not going to be anything super exciting. It's just a little bit of decoration, basically. I could have stiffened the back of it, but I really don't care to in this instance. Okay. And for the top, I'm going to use this ruler fabric that I had put on the inside of the journal. So this is going to go on here, though. I figured she would be good right there. Now when I tuck this in, I want to make sure that she is up far enough that it won't hit. So I'm going to go up against this dotted line here. But let me put this on first. Yeah, I think so. So let me figure this out. I don't need a whole great big one, so I'm going to cut it there, free it out, and boy, I've just got stuff all over my desk. Ugh, what else is new? I'm sure I'm not the only one, right, ladies? Ladies and gents. Okay, there's that, and there's that. Okay, so I want it there, and there. And I don't care that the number is upside down. It does not matter to me. Okay. So let me get this paper towel here. Shake everything here. Okay, there's that. And then I want her down right about there. So I'm going to use my Fabrifix again and put a little bit on the edges of the lace, but the bulk of it in the center. All the glue strings here. Okay. Here. I'm sorry this is so long, but I wanted you along with me to do this project, or these projects. And I think I'll put this one right here, and that one's too big for that, so I think I'll just stick with my snippets here. Got glue string there. Close that up. Let's ink these up a bit with my vintage photo. Here. I tried to get 3 different shapes, but I wanted definitely 3 different types of coloring. to kind of make it interesting. Okay. Close that up, get it out the way. There we go. All right. So I want to put it like that, just to kind of decorate the tag a bit. Get my art glitter glue. I thought for sure it would clog in this little nozzle, but it hasn't so far, and I've been using it for a little while. It's like, yay. Okay. There. And this one here, like that, just a cluster there. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that cluster is done. That tag is done. Let's get this inked and put it on there. I have a whole bunch of stuff pulled out for this journal. I would love to get it all put in. We will see. We will see. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. Okay, just a little bit over that and up. Vintage Sewing. So there's that. And here's the tag. Just a simple, light little tag. Okay, and she peeks out. I like it. All right, on the sides here is what I was thinking of putting the ruffles, and then I'll tie it with this. I think I will go ahead and do that. I was kind of on the fence about it, but it come on, shake hands. Oh my. Oh, come on. Wow, Pam. What gives? Oh, it's because it's the wrong end. Okay. Yeah, you're probably thinking, what on earth is with her today? Yeah, me too. Okay, let's get this ruffle material put down on both sides. I'm not going to ink all the way to the score line there. Not that it will matter, but it does matter to me. And this will go just right up to, but not over the score line. There, okay. And then I will clip it there. All right, let's get the other side done now. Let's get the other side done. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oops, almost off camera there. Right, let's turn this around so I can see it better. Here. Not quite to the bold line. Okay. All right. Let's clip it off like the other side. And it doesn't matter that it's sticking over a little bit. That does not bother me. Okay, now let's put the tie on. Let's see how that's going to work. This is the end of this ribbon too, and it kind of makes me want to cry because I've had it for so long and I've used so much of it, and it with this project. It's gone. Okay. Let me get this even here. There we go. All right. Now let's give it a tie. I'm going to do a double just because I want to. Okay, here. And I think if I do it around the front and then to the back, I'll get a straighter ribbon bow. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of. All right. Let's snip it here. Come on. Here. And let's see. Pull that bow up a little bit more. There, and then do it there. Okay, there we go. There's our little lady peeking out. Isn't that cute? So cute. And it'll be glued straight down as well onto a page. How about that? We did it. Yay. Took an hour, but we did it. Okay, let me get the other piece out, and there we are. So there's our pocket. I'm not going to untie them. You've seen them. Yeah, I love them. I love them. Okay, guys, that's finally it for you today, and I will be back on Thursday, or Monday. This is for Thursday. Oh, I will be back on Monday with another fun project, and it will be with some material I am receiving today, so it's going to be fun. I hope you join me. Have a nice weekend, and see you next week. Bye, guys.